Hello everybody, welcome to Guilty as Suck. With me here, in clockwise order, starting from the top of course, is myself. And then...
And me, hello.
And then we've got Mr. W.
Hi.
And Willis.
Howdy.
And Demichu.
Hello.
And Hans.
Kartoffelsalat.
Sure. Potato salad. To you too.
Wait, what did he say?
He said potato salad in German.
Nice.
And then we've got Slovak Eagle.
Hello, this will be terrible.
It's gonna be great. And I do like your super quick response of just shut up.
It's gonna be absolutely amazing.
I've got the audio compressor on, so hopefully that should help
Oh,
make
no, I've
people's
just
volumes
thought-
correct.
I've just thought.
What?
Yeah.
Kango, Showerdice, and Hans, they can communicate secretly to each other.
I'm not gonna...
Please say that's not allowed.
I'm
No,
not
that,
going
no,
to-
that's not it. That, I'm
Obviously they wouldn't.
as judge. I'm gonna rule that isn't
Translate,
allowed.
you see.
Mr. W, I'm just here to observe. I literally won't communicate
Yeah.
with anyone.
You're impartial.
So this is my first ever game of this, and Jamie's second ever game, I believe,
Oi.
Yeah.
For me, it's the first
and
as
Mr.
well.
W's second as
Same.
well.
Yeah, second, because we played this yesterday, didn't we? Or yesterday.
Yeah, that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. So I guess
So yeah, everyone
we're
else
gonna.
is their first
You
game. So
hear me sipping,
Slovaks,
I've got my
Hans,
diet-
and Kiddies.
If you see me, if you hear me drinking, it's because I'm drinking my lovely Diet Coke that was definitely not
Stop
sponsored on the last
shelling!
one.
Hmm.
Nom, 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 nom.
You're a shill.
So
You're
I'm-
not Matt Pat.
I'm ready to get started.
I want to be Matt Pat.
That's
He's
fair.
beautiful.
Are you ready? Right, you ready, Jamie?
Oh, hold on. I thought we were explaining the roles.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, okay then. Sure.
So-
well, that's the thing, because some of us haven't been,
I'm-
some of us haven't been journalists or bailiff or witness.
Well, then other
So,
people
Judge,
might.
you start.
Okay, so I'm the judge, which means that I'm gonna listen to all sides impartially and try to catch people out when they make illogical arguments. And I'm also gonna try to keep order in the courtroom, which I know is probably an impossible task, but I'm gonna try. And I also get to decide if I'm convinced that they're guilty, or if I'm not convinced they're guilty, then they're by default innocent. So, right.
To keep order, you just need to mirror what they do in the British Parliament.
No, that's the opposite of order. Now, next
I
is
mean,
defense.
Yeah, I was going
The
to say
defense-
all they do is
The
just.
defense is trying to defend the accused. They're trying to defend the accused, trying to, combat the prosecutors. The
Relentless
prosecutors'
onslaught of
nonsense claims.
arguments.
Yes, basically, and by providing evidence cards.
Okay. Now, the
It's
bailiff.
also mostly roleplay.
Yeah, it's wonderful roleplay. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
Now, the
Rather
bailiff.
than the evidence itself.
There's going to be so many voices.
Bailiff.
I have no idea. I've never played this.
It's at the bottom left, Willis.
Oh. Keep order with baton, handcuffs, or magic wand. That sounds more like a hot date.
Damn.
Okay,
Okay.
witness. For each side, you play a randomly chosen witness and tell their story. So I got a roleplay for both sides.
Nice.
You better be nice to me.
Okay.
Amazing. Scribble a scoop, write a headline, and sow doubt.
I
That's
think.
journalist.
Yeah. I think that you've
Yes.
only got 3 headlines per round, though.
Yeah,
Aw.
Okay.
Right, now the prosecutor.
I am to write the accusation and prove guilt by building my case with evidence cards.
Mm-hmm. Also,
It's going to
I
backfire
think
greatly.
the defense and the defense and the prosecution, they work quite similarly.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So,
Yeah.
also, I will say that I'm gonna go by what the main title of the evidence card says, and then how the player who played it interprets it and uses it. So
Thank you.
that-
Thank you very
so
much.
by that,
Thank you.
and also, please everybody keep your evidence to what related to the cards. So don't just play this card and say, and also this means that and that and that and that and that, even though those would all need separate evidence cards. So
That's fair.
Okay.
I
Right.
will attempt.
good.
Also, quickly chat before we get going. Very quickly.
Can I just
Quickly.
say, Sharadice, thank you, because that's flavor text. That did annoy
Yeah.
me greatly.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah. The first time. I won't
But
do
it's
it
on the
again.
card.
Anyway,
But it's just flavor text.
you're right. Kango, yes. Wasted Tries is here.
Hello.
Mooney
Hello.
Mahogany says hi you to you too. Hello. Moni, there's also Brand.
Brand
Brand's gone now.
is not
Brand
here anymore.
Was here. Brand was here.
I guess we took too long to get started.
Yeah, Willis, of course, Emichu. Yep. In UK Parliament, argue like children. So
Yes.
Emichu. Hello, Emichu.
Anyway.
Okay.
Let's get started.
Let's go.
Start game.
You face cam. Face
Face
cam,
cam?
quickly.
Oh.
Right now, please.
Boy, I'm so
Well,
scared.
prompt them. What the basically.
Did that work?
I'm sure. I think it did.
And also, folks, and also,
Mr. W,
hold
Mr. W,
E and
Mr.
hold
W,
E and press an emote button. What?
Mr.
Yeah?
W.
Yes.
We could not hear you in the loading screen.
Yes.
Okay. E and then a number.
So
on the
you were
notepad to
yapping on
emote as well.
2001.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, E and then a
yes.
number to emote.
Hello, Judge.
Hello.
Hello, Judge Officer.
Glad to see you're feeling
Oh, you're
better.
all right. Oh, this is so cool. But yeah, you can interact with certain things on the desk as well. You can interact with. There should be a notepad. There should be paper aeroplanes that we can throw at each other as well, and little balls of paper.
Mr. W, maybe we should just get into it.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
The sad
I'll
man
wait
is
as well
back.
to finish writing his charges.
Okay. So.
VGR's here. Hello.
Yep. Hello.
Hello.
How
Are
does
you
the?
still
So, you started off by hammering either left or
I,
right.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean the witness. So I'm assuming that either the attorney or the prosecutor can call a witness, and then I can accept that, or how does that
Yes,
work?
it's an option on the thing. Yeah. You scroll wheel to choose the different options for the judge.
Look at the dog! Look at the dog!
I see the dog. I also saw that the journalist was already making notes.
Funny.
By the way, Eagle, we can't hear you right
Yes.
now.
No, if you're speaking, we can't hear
So
you.
people,
It's
we
T
can't
for
hear
the-
you.
Oh,
It's
Eagle
T for
said,
the-
"Oh, you can't hear me. Can I be stupid on first round?" Yes, you can.
It's T
Yep.
for the basic push to talk, unless
you
you change
want
it, and you have to hold it down
Yes, Lokigo, you can also
unless
make
you
it like
turned off the voice.
you can do
No,
voice
whilst
activity
he's-
instead of
whilst he's
push to
choosing his
talk.
prosecutor thing. Oh,
Oh.
Gatwick Express is accused of departing Brighton on time for once.
Oh wow, is that blue?
Dear.
This
Okay.
is going to be absolutely ridiculous.
Who
So,
wrote that?
Eagle. So,
Yes.
Okay.
I give the floor to the prosecution. Make your case.
Oh, Renegade Trucking is here. Hello. So what are the
So-
charges?
Gatwick.
Mr. Gatwick
Express.
Express over here is accused of departing Brighton on time for once, for it is very unusual, as usually it departs at least 20 minutes too late, meaning that passengers actually made their connecting flights.
Please
Which
put the
is-
gavel down. Thank you.
A very big problem, for the shareholder value has dropped. Explain. I don't know, what do I do?
You need to pick evidence to back up your claims.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Right.
And I don't know who's typing. Is that the
I
journalist?
believe that is the journalist typing.
That is
that's
indeed the
enough.
journalist.
Bloody hell.
The authenticity.
It did sound like a typewriter, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
No,
I
I
was
think that's.
writing my notes though. I don't know since when you use a typewriter on a notepad.
Oh, hello.
Alright, so this old stamp proves that the train has in fact departed exactly on time down to the second.
Ooh. Okay, prosecutor, do you have any connecting evidence you would like to present, or can I give the floor
Yeah,
over to the
say
attorney?
how it connects as well, like say how it proves.
I mean, I assume that it's like a ticket stamp.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, that's for him to. That's for. hang on.
It's a written
That's-
order by the dispatcher of
That's,
Brighton Station.
Ooh, okay,
That's for him to prove.
there you go. So, do you have any connecting evidence?
let me read through this, because...
I mean, I could give the floor over. We do want to keep this a little snappy, this trial, because
Fair enough, fair enough.
The schedule's
It's
pretty
my
full.
first time playing, I guess.
Okay, in that case, over to the defendant.
Could the journalists keep their typing more quiet?
Yeah.
It's my job to type.
But do it quietly, sir.
No, it adds to the feeling.
I mean, you
think
can
mine's on
switch
voice
to
to
push to
Hey,
talk if
Hey,
it's
who did that?
very loud.
Right. So the old stamp, which is likely to be a ticket stamp, showing that it departed on time for once. To be honest, I don't know why it's being accused of that when that's a good thing.
To
but
clarify,
right.
The prosecutor did, in fact, clarify that it was a stamp written by the dispatcher, saying that the train was departing exactly on time. Correct?
Okay.
Eagle, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
God, I've got crap evidence, guys.
That was me yesterday.
Bonk me.
Wake up. I just
Let me finish my threat.
I just heard bonk me and so I bonked you.
I was gonna say bonk me and see where it gets you.
Okay,
And it gets
okay,
you a
okay,
bunch
okay.
of paper cuts.
Okay. So we all know that trains very often have food on them. They have refreshments. They have, certain, usually awful, food on them to serve to the customers. However, this food is, like I said, not great, and so I would like to put forward this expired ketchup means that the train could not have left on time. Otherwise, it would not have been expired. Oh.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh. Gatwick Express allegedly departed Brighton on time. Was it... hold on.
Was it the dispatcher?
Was it the dispatcher? Yeah,
Is it
if you
breaking
hold
news?
tab, you can look at the evidence in the breaking news. Okay.
Blue's here.
Hello, Blue.
I would like to put
Try
forward
not
that
to die,
Gatwick
slow
and
act.
GTR do not have buffet cars.
Ooh.
Right.
So, also, bear in mind that someone will need to call a witness at some point.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just here sipping at my drink. Don't mind me, Judge.
Okay, sure. In that case, I mean, that's pretty damning counter evidence, if I do say so myself. Let's go over to the prosecutor. What do you have to say?
Well, that is indeed quite an... Judge, he's making faces at me.
I mean, that really would have been the bailiff's job to take care of, but...
Do you know? I was gonna say, yeah. If he knows what he's doing.
Willis, you need to abuse your power.
You do a bit more, yeah.
The roast paper. Brilliant. Alright, that is indeed very interesting piece of evidence. However, I have this exactly scribbled post-it note from one of the train's attendants, noting how unusual it was that the train has in fact departed exactly on time.
I have been stunned, apparently. I am now viewing everything
Oh,
from
okay.
the third
Yeah,
person.
I think
that
the-
was Willis putting it on you.
Yeah, the bailiff put shackles on you, I think.
Oh yeah, you're shackled, yeah, I can see them.
Oh, that's why I'm in third person. Okay. Willis, this is meant for private time.
Okay. In that case, if that is
Oh,
all
God,
you have to
hang
say
on,
for the
no,
moment,
hang on, we've killed the prosecutor. Give him a second.
attorney, your turn.
Thank you greatly.
There's no instructions on how to take them off.
Let me out.
I think it's like 3-minute timer.
I think you can release them manually. Release them manually!
3 minutes.
You've got long arms.
I do.
Ow!
Blue says, Jamie, if your witness character isn't one of my OBS crushes, I will be upset.
I mean, this is being streamed via
How
OBS,
do
so...
I...
Well, she's handcuffed, so
Maybe the bell. I think the bell calls the witness, doesn't it? Because you've got bell?
No. There's a call witness option.
Oh,
In fact,
okay.
in the hopes that this will actually release Jamie, I shall do that now.
Okay. So how do I use that then.
The defense requests the witness to stand.
Okay, so
Did anything come up on your
do
screen?
I
Jamie?
need to click on you now, or how does that work for me?
You've just
Nope.
you've just bonked them.
Do I?
Oh, there we go. Well, I'll try that again.
Oh.
Hang on.
There we
we
go.
go. Hey.
Okay, I'm apparently. Good day.
Good day.
Do not bulk me, sir. Hey.
Don't bully the witness. We want a straight answer. Attorney,
Yeah.
please take your questions.
Well, I forgot about that part.
First of all, who is the witness?
I am the expert of the Gatwick Express.
See, someone who works for and is an expert on the Gatwick. Are you a seasoned train spotter, or do you actually work for the Gatwick?
I punch the tickets and I make sure that people who are meant to be on are on, and if they're not, I throw them overboard. And yes, I said overboard.
Oh right,
Express, got it.
you're in for your case is scheduled for later today. I remember you now.
No, sir, I think I'm for someone else.
Anyway, please address your questions to the witness.
I shall.
Sir, the prosecutor is now a duck.
Yeah.
I have noticed, yes. It's not the prosecutor's turn, so it's fine.
What's happened there?
Actually, I didn't realise I'd have to provide evidence as well as that. I can't think of any questions. Okay, so how long have you been working for the Gatwick?
I have been working there for 2 years.
2 years, and has it ever? And hang on,
You're trying to prove that the Gatwick Express did not, in fact, depart on
did
time.
not yet.
Also, you can right-click
And
to
has the
zoom.
train ever left? And has the train ever left on time whilst you have been working there?
Well, as someone who works here, and of course I need to keep up public appearances, I would have to say that yes, we run on time. All the time.
You weren't on time.
Come
all the
rain,
time.
shower, snow, sun, whatever.
So are you saying that you weren't on time?
No, we are on time. I need to, as I work for the Express, therefore I must keep up good public appearances. And if I say that we're not running on time, people won't come and board our train.
This witness has somewhat backfired on me, hasn't it?
So
Out
out of character.
I work for them.
Out of character, is the one who calls the witness supposed to tell the witness who they are? Like,
I don't
I
know, there
call
was
to the
apparently
stand the
supposed to-
witness
there
who
was
is
a-
XYZ, or...
I don't know. I think that a lot of it is. Oh shit! The bed. I think a lot of it is just role playing.
Yeah, but who decides who the
didn't
witness
realise
is?
I
I
could ask
mean...
questions.
I think it's probably the person who called me decides who I am.
Okay, well, we'll...
Well, you working for it makes sense, but you have
Yeah.
to say something that goes against what I'm trying to do, so I will just ignore
You
you
didn't
for
say
the
who I
moment.
was. I've got identity
It's
problems.
fine.
It's a hostile witness.
It's
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, Slovak, we can't hear you because you've been
You're a
muted
duck.
as a duck.
yeah, I don't know how. Is
I
that
think
something you can?
it's the...
Maybe bonk him?
Yeah, try bonking him, see if that works. Oh,
Eagle, can you hear us?
there we go.
He's
Eagle,
back.
Eagle talk.
Quack.
There we go.
Hold on, it didn't work. Let me try again.
Hey,
Look, leave him alone. Leave him alone, Judge.
Quack you.
Okay, so... breaking news!
Breaking news!
Thanks, Han.
Draconic methods at Gatwick Express! Oh...
Who took that
Dear.
photo?
So,
Oh,
do you have any more questions
dear.
for the witness, or can we move on?
We can move on, but I think it's now my go to present evidence anyway.
Wait, doesn't the prosecutor get to cross-examine?
True. I guess they do. I completely forgot about that.
Judge, I think you are bullying.
Prosecutor.
go
No,
back
he was a
up,
duck
back
again.
up.
Examine him. I want to go home.
He was a duck again.
Have dinner with my imaginary wife.
red button, chat.
You mean to
Oh.
to speak, or...
Put over to Eagle, I think.
Wait, to speak?
Would you like to ask me any questions, sir?
Not directly. I would say thank you for your attending. Judge, as you may have heard here from the witness themselves, they run on time, which is unheard of.
Why has this courtroom suddenly turned into a game of whack-a-mole? In that case, how do I get the witness back into the side seat?
I think it's fine because I think we can still proceed.
I just
with the witness
Nope.
being there. I mean, because I think it's the prosecutors go now, so I think they
Okay,
can,
there we go.
Oh, there we go. So they can now give evidence.
Okay, in that
I
case,
have
hold on, wait,
one
did
more very wonderful piece of...
whoa, 1 second. It is currently the attorney's turn to provide evidence because
No, I
No, 'cause-
give the all right, fine.
because the prosecutor has 2 pieces of evidence and you've only presented 1 so far, so I think it's your turn.
Right.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Am I allowed to say that it's a photo? Am I allowed to say because the witness said something that would actively go against what I'm trying to defend? Am I allowed to throw shade at the witness using a piece of evidence?
Oh, of course.
Lush. Okay. Look, I say to you, we saw it ourselves. The witness was clearly just holding up a little plastic thing in front of their face with a different, that had a different face on. So that incognito costume, I tell you that witness is phony and is not to be trusted.
Okay. Prosecutor, your turn.
Well, if you're gonna go with those kind of tactics with the witness wanting to protect their privates and identity... in
Wanting
that
to
case,
protect
I
their
have-
privates!
Yes! I know what I said, don't
Okay.
don't
Witness protection, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, Brand's
I
back.
have
Hello.
one
Hello again,
more
Brand.
very wonderful piece of evidence. Now,
The
do
witness
have
needs to go
surveillance
grab
cameras
something. I'll be right back.
and
Good night.
oh, okay. We do have wonderful surveillance cameras at 3 Bridges station, right? They monitor all your activities, both public and private. Don't question that. That's down to the British Railways or Network Rail or whatever. Anyways, at precisely 8:55 a.m., when the train was scheduled to pass through 3 Bridges, meaning on time, a rock has flew from the ballast, hitting a screen at the station building.
I see. Ooh.
Meaning that the train must have departed on time in order for it to keep staying on time across 3 bridges.
So the rock is the evidence, because you saw the rock and you know there was scratch it left, and so you know that was the rock.
Just because I'm not conscious does not mean you have the right to tie me up.
Okay.
Who did that?
Thank you.
There we go. Okay.
Right. So you have consistently presented the evidence that Gatwick has departed Brighton for once, on time for once. However, hang on, it is not on time. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I just need to get.
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead. It's fine.
However, Gatwick is quite an archaic place, so it still uses a physical key to get into the trains. And because of the rust on this here key, means that it cannot have been even used in a very long time. Never mind it being on time for this specific time, for this once.
So, how does the key being rusty specifically prove that it didn't depart on time?
Well, it's barely ever it's barely ever used. It's not well used enough to be on time.
But it would still have to be used every time, though, if the train does depart, even if it is late, right?
Not at the right time. It isn't.
Objection.
Okay.
Look,
From
okay,
which
you have a look at my evidence
is the
card and see
key?
what you can do.
What is your
From
objection?
which train is that key? Because as we all know, Gatwick Express run in a set of three car units coupled together. Which unit is that key from?
The first one.
Are you sure?
I'm I'm not a trainaholic. I don't know this stuff as well as you do, Slovak. Help. God, you two should have got. Sharadai should have been defendant. You should have been prosecutor because you two can just go back and forth on train.
You know what? This is taking a while. So I propose that we move on to the next piece of evidence. Go.
Sure.
Okay. So,
Who keeps hitting Jamie?
I'm freeing Jamie.
so, as we know, trains are required to have dash cameras installed in their front window monitoring both exterior and interior of the vehicle. Some trains have it specifically hidden in a figurine. This figurine contains the dash cam, and it has captured a video with the clock visible and the train starting to move exactly at the departure time.
Ooh. Okay. Over to the attorney.
This is ridiculous, I love it.
It's amazing, isn't it? Right, so we talked earlier about things not being in use and not being used correctly. Obviously.
Vigorous typing ensues.
Christ. Like I said, Gatwick is quite an archaic place. It still uses the older techniques. So, I say again, it has not been on time since 2005, and the dust on this landline proves it.
Okay.
By the way, I will want both of you to walk me through all of your pieces of evidence and how they all connect at the end. So, over to you, prosecutor.
Alright.
Is someone's stomach grumbling?
I'm being attacked.
Bailiff!
He's asleep.
Bailiff! Someone's being attacked.
The dog turned its head.
Thank you. No, not the... It's the prosecutor's turn to speak.
Wrong person. See, if Bailiff wasn't asleep on the job, he would have known. Anyways.
Go on!
Go, please.
Your Honor, the prosecutor is a duck.
I don't see your evidence for this. Breaking news!
Oh no! Breaking news!
Is the prosecutor bribed by Thameslink? Ooh. And there's a photograph of
I'm sure
of the
this is so
of the.
funny for people who know trains.
No trains.
There's the bribe
This is
money in there. Ooh.
ridiculous, but I love it.
You've been caught, Eagle. I caught you.
With this new story on the news, I think.
The news story on the news.
Bloody Thameslink, am I right?
Okay, go on, prosecutor.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of a story for these cards.
Wait, you're thinking up stories?
No.
We should try to ask us how the duck thing happens.
That is
That is the bailiff.
Magic wand.
Being
up
cheeky.
on the bailiff.
Really?
Yes.
Blue has Withdean, yeah.
We do have a Okay, the difference has turned into a duck.
Just go on.
Anyways, yeah, the latest piece of evidence that I have is a crow calling. Now, in Brighton, there's a specific station crow, as people like to call it, and it calls precisely at 8:30 a.m. every single day, except for Sundays. That's when
Ooh.
it's on the church instead.
Very interesting.
This crow cows 1 minute before the departure of the train. The people from the train, the dear passengers, have said that the train has departed 1 minute
Hold on,
after the crow has called.
This sounds like a case for a witness. But continue,
Witness has
because
been bloody-
I don't want
How
to.
do I call a witness?
I
don't
mean-
know.
Could someone uncuff me? I cannot.
I think you've already used your three things though. I think.
I think.
I mean,
yeah, all of us are cuffed at this
yeah.
point. So you're
I
gonna
mean,
have to knock us
you
out.
could call a witness, but the thing is, I would be for wrapping this case up and
Wrapping
then.
this up now.
Well, I don't want to prolong this too much because people want to play different roles, and we've already been at this for 24 minutes.
Fair enough.
If you're okay with that, Jamie. Okay, good. Right. Okay. So the people recall hearing this crow caw, and this crow caws at a very specific time every day except Sunday, and this wasn't a Sunday, and so that is evidence that the train was on time. Yes. What do you have to say to that, defendant? Oh, sorry. The bailiff wants to interject. Bailiff, what is it?
I was just testing my buttons.
Okay. Never mind then. Back to the attorney.
Wait, repeat your question to me, Judge.
No, it's up to you to try to defeat the evidence that was thrown against your client.
Crow cawing.
I did like your Aarakocra.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Yeah.
Jesus H. Oh God.
Sorry, Gatwick Express, it doesn't look good
Okay,
for you at the
so-
moment.
Unfortunately, lazy people do throw things onto train tracks, including this here crushed can. Now I put it to you, this crushed can only appeared after whatever time it was that the train was set to come out. So therefore, the train must have left later than its usual time, or yes, left later than its usual time, because otherwise the crushed can would have been there on time, and it wasn't.
I see. I guess we. I mean, I would say, how do we know that the crushed can wasn't there before? Because that wasn't in the app. But okay, let's.
well, it was there, but it wasn't crushed. It was crushed by the train.
Your Honor, the can does appear on the dashcam video mentioned before. It is visible on the tracks lying there before.
So you've all presented all the evidence you've got. So at this point, first, prosecutor, walk me through all your evidence, how it ties together, and make your best case for the train being on time.
So, the train was supposed to depart at 8:30 a.m. and it did depart on 8:30 a.m. We have an old stamp from the station dispatcher in Brighton proving that the train has been sent out on time. We have a scribbled post-it note from a train attendant describing that their amazement that the train has departed on time.
Bailiff, can you please step in here?
We do have a cracked screen in Three Bridges Station, and we do have that on camera from the station as well, where we can see.
Go on.
Where we can see that the train has passed on time. We do have a figurine from with a hidden camera, the dash cam in the cab of the train, showing the departure time has been precisely on time, and a crow cawing exactly 1 minute before the train departure, with several witnesses from the station and the train itself.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, over to the attorney. By the way, we can't hear. You're muted when you're a duck, so we can't hear you.
Yeah, I know.
So, please, walk me through all your pieces of evidence, how they
my
prove
evidence-
that the train did not depart on time, and how they tie together if applicable.
So my
Your
evidence.
Honor, Your Honor, Mommy and Daddy are fighting again.
Bailiff!
No, we're not.
Anyway, please, attorney.
So my evidence.
Quack, quack.
The expired ketchup on the train has not been changed, so it's not exactly
Another-
evidence of things
another-
running as they should do here. The incognito costume.
No!
That is what the witness wore. So it's therefore likely not to be trusted. So being as they said, oh no, the train did run on time. I call foul to that. The rusty
I
key.
mean, there are 2 ducks in the court.
There are about to be 3 ducks in the court if you're not careful.
Quack, quack.
Right, so the rusty key, again, evidence of things not running as they should. The dusty landline used to make calls on the train, again, not used correctly, not as it should. And the most important thing, the crushed can. The can was thrown onto the tracks. The can was thrown onto the tracks at 8:25, but was not crushed until 8:45. So therefore, the train being 15 minutes late, as opposed to its stated departure at 8:30.
Okay, after having looked at all the evidence, listened to each of your points of views impartially, and looking at how they were presented, how they were tied together, and how likely it is that all of these pieces of evidence are actually real and not faked, the court hereby decrees that in the case of the Gatwick Express, having actually departed on time for once in its life, it is unbelievably somehow guilty. There you go.
There it is. Class
Right, no one
378.
move. It's return.
Yep,
It's play,
play
again.
again.
We gotta play again.
There's the class 378
Okay.
shaking its head.
Right, now I am the prosecutor, and the thing is, I was really looking forward to...
I don't want to be the defense again, so I think I'll be the bailiff.
I was really looking forward to putting my own image on there, but apparently that's not supported by the macOS version yet. Which means I
doesn't
can't
work,
actually use my
unfortunately.
own. But I'm happy that they've got a macOS version at all, so I'm not going to complain too much about
Yeah,
that.
I mean, the game just released, so it's bound to be supported eventually, I'd say. Also, what map do you want, Top?
Those default ones fine, unless someone else wants a different map.
There's castle and spaceship still.
Do you want to, Willis? Do you maybe want to be the witness?
No.
I'm gonna go defense, I guess.
Ooh, okay.
Willis, do you want to maybe be the witness?
Or the defense. So you actually have a proper way of, you know. Wait.
Hans is
Mr.
already-
W, you've been a judge. Let Willis be the judge.
Do you want to be the judge, Willis?
I think it
I'll
could be
be a
fun.
juror.
I'm not sure if the jurors actually do much.
No, I don't think they do.
Because Willis, you didn't really get much chance to
Yeah,
play.
I think you
this
should
time,
be.
so
I think you should be the
you
judge
should
or
be
the
judge,
defense.
Willis.
The judge or defense, yeah.
Yay!
I wonder, can we start the game without anyone being the judge?
No.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. No, the three essential roles of prosecutor, judge, and defense. We did that yesterday.
Yeah.
Me, Kango, and Jamie.
Yes,
Nice.
it's 3 players minimum.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Let's
If
go.
everyone ready's up.
Right.
Okay, so now it's time for me to decide which one of you will be able to hear. Actually, import file. Can I click?
Oh, what a cute little
Nope,
typewriter.
I can't. It doesn't work. Okay. So I'm gonna.
I'm
Doctor-
not but a witness.
So cute. Oh, little baby. Oh, hell yeah.
Doctor. Thribswitch. Oh, Doctor Thribswitch. Thribswitch. It's accused of
Hey,
robbing
let me
a.
write a news article about you.
Okay, hold on. Actually, yeah. Robbing a sperm bank.
Furious typing.
Curiously.
Oh, okay.
Loki, smoky.
So here we are.
Oh dear.
Here we be. Right.
Right.
Thanks, bud. He's just testing out the buttons. Willis, whatever you do, don't tap on any of the guilty or non-guilty options, because that will
Yeah.
end the thing.
You gotta. Who do you want to hit?
Where's
here?
that at?
If you scroll wheel, it changes
Yeah,
from
well,
red and blue to guilty and not guilty. Oh, sorry, not guilty and
not
guilty.
guilty, and then call a witness to the stand.
Yeah.
There's other options as well.
Oh, right, on the side where it says Granny, is that the witness I can call?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Is that
Oh,
me?
so
Yeah.
do.
So you gotta. Play.
Oh, so do I give you any sort of context for what your Like,
Involvement?
your involvement is, or is that up to you?
You can, like, I think it would be fair to sort of say, I'm calling the witness Granny who blah 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 blah, you know?
Who was there at this location to witness this thing? What did you see? That sort of thing. But of course, don't lead the witness too much.
Yeah, I didn't have that option yesterday because we only had 3 players.
Yeah. Okay, so who's starting? Judge, who do you wish to give evidence first?
Doesn't the prosecutor start?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think
Okay.
You have to choose.
I have been chosen. So,
Go.
how do I exit out of? Okay, cancel. So, hello, everybody. Thank you for being here on this sunny evening. I know that we would all like to be out at the cinemas or having a nice time watching a
Get on
movie,
with
but
it.
instead we are stuck here. So let's make this
Hurry
quick.
up.
So, the accused Dr. Thribswitz has been caught after robbing a sperm bank. Now, this is not something that anyone would like to be caught doing, but this has unfortunately happened. So, as my first piece of evidence, I would like to bring this receipt of the dark web purchase of a truly astonishing amount of sperm, which was sold by Dr. Thribswitz. How could the accused?
For the stream.
How could the
This is appropriate for
accused?
stream. This is
Yes,
scientific
exactly.
lingo.
How could the accused have sold this quantity of this specific substance without having robbed a sperm bank? I am finished.
I think the sperm is too.
What an amazing point. That is amazing evidence. Well,
Okay, Willis. For the one that's got the red and the blue buttons, you are now going to have to tap the gavel on the blue button.
Already did.
It's already done.
Already did.
yeah. So
I'm trying to help you play
let's
the
see.
game.
Yeah, so I actually have a piece of evidence that completely disproves that my client could have ever robbed the sperm bank at the time that it was said that he robbed it, because he was involved in a restaurant dispute. There was an argument with the waiter, and wasn't exactly a pretty situation, but it did happen. But it proves that at the time of the crime, my client here could not have been at the sperm bank because he was publicly seen in the restaurant causing a commotion.
Any questions, Judge?
Okay. I admire your tenacity in this case. However, unfortunate for you and the good doctor, I happen to have a love letter between the doctor and his mistress detailing exactly how they planned to make this false alibi happen to cover any tracks. It details exactly...
Objection! Objection! It says on the card that the love letter is unreadable because of tears.
That is flavor
How can
text.
you know what it says?
That is flavor
We
text.
said we're not taking that into account, the flavor
Yeah.
text.
Sustained.
I see.
Wait, sustained? So I can't... So it doesn't work how I said?
That's correct.
Ah.
You can't read the damn thing.
Ooh.
Well, in that
I
case...
like that all the pieces are on it now included.
Well, in that case, I'm
Well, when you're
gonna
the
have to look
judge,
at my
you can
cards a bit
rule-
more
you can rule
carefully.
with that. Yes, got him.
What do you mean? Okay, right.
What? We're all gonna slowly fall asleep.
I wish I could.
Don't stun me, I
Judge.
can't select a card when you do that.
You're
Yeah,
taking
you're
too
not
long.
selecting cards at the moment. Who's selecting
You're
the cards? at the moment?
stalling.
Hanses.
Oh, you are right. Sorry.
I was able to... okay, now I can again. None of these are good.
Now you
You're
know my
stalling.
position.
Breaking news. Photo suspected sperm
What we might need
That's
now
a good photo.
is a journalist coming in with a wild news story to help move this case
Wait,
along.
I can use these news stories as evidence, right?
Yes, but there aren't any at the moment. Oh,
There's one,
Oh
yeah.
god, I didn't even see that.
Yes. It literally just appeared like 10 seconds.
Breaking news.
Do I need to select it, or...
Click it.
No, it's just there.
I think you can just use it in arguments.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you can see in the news report, we have a photo of the suspected sperm thief with a blue face. However, as you can see by my client sitting next to me, he has a green face. Therefore, it cannot be him.
I say at
want to
the
give a piece of evidence for
tower,
that?
that our photo press is not color accurate.
He's just a bit more nauseous now.
Yeah.
Okay, may I present the piece of evidence, which is that the accused was waiting at the doctor's office with a cold, which we all know makes you look blue, especially if you're out in the cold, being cold, that makes you blue. These symptoms perfectly fall in line with the evidence from the press, and therefore is, in fact, evidence that the accused was the one in the picture. Or at the very least, it is not evidence that it was not the accused in the picture.
This is very
Well,
quiet.
Yeah, I've got. I mean, I
Yeah,
would
we
have
still
other.
locked
I
in.
would have
Oh,
other
yeah.
cards, but if we are using the subtext as fact, then I can't use any of these.
I've been called. Hello.
Who are you? Who called you?
Well, it's my thing is green, but I didn't.
Did you call him?
I don't think so.
Okay,
How
cool.
do you call people?
No, you can only call the
Who will
granny.
be to you, the
and-
prosecutor?
It's
And
okay.
the
okay,
defendant
I
can
think
call
it's-
the
hold on,
It's
that's-
in your your evidence cards.
Yeah.
It's the thing at the side.
Yeah,
The
but
image at the side,
my light
the
was
image at the
my
right.
light was green, but I didn't call him. So
well, my turn. Let's
I think you can call a
call a
witness-
witness,
I think you
a
can call a
very
witness as
stressed
many times as you
intern
like.
who works at the sperm bank in question.
Okay, how do I go up? Well, there we go.
There. So, dear stressed intern who works at the sperm bank in question, can you
Yes,
please tell us what happened at the time of the robbery?
Well, it was all a bit of a blur, to be honest. I
Ooh.
ooh.
We got breaking news!
Local man caught crying over ex-lover's letter.
Oh.
ooh.
Well, it was. we did have a robbery at the bank. I know that, but like it's a stressful and quite exhausting job. So I didn't see who exactly was it. I didn't catch any facial expressions, and I'm blue green colorblind as
do
well.
you remember anything like skin color, for example, or how tall the robber was?
He not particularly. I was busy at the time. I only got sort of a glimpse.
I see.
I did hear a little bit of sneezing, perhaps, but also at the local restaurant nearby, I did hear somewhat of a commotion. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. Just let me get back
Let's
to
talk a
work.
bit more about your job at the sperm bank. It's not going well there, is it?
No. We've got a bit of a drought, if I may put it like that.
Yeah. Isn't he the owner of the sperm bank almost bankrupt?
He is, yes. People aren't giving their sperm like they used to, you know.
I see. And demand for sperm?
Since
is
COVID,
sperm in
people
high
have become
demand
very
right
health
now?
conscious.
Sorry?
Since COVID, people have become very health conscious.
I can very much understand that. Is there sperm in demand right now? Is the demand high or?
There's a demand. Well, we obviously need it because it's our entire business. But like people aren't wanting to have kids. Like they're.
I see. So you do you think that sperm is worth a lot at the moment?
Well, because there's less of it, then yes, it is. It is worth. You know, it's worth a pretty penny. So, robbing us, but
Ooh. Aww.
All they wanted was to make a baby.
So wanting to rob a sperm bank is not something that is out of the question for someone to do. As for the doctor, I'm not sure. Perhaps it was if the doctor did do it, perhaps it was done for an operation of some kind. Someone wanted to have a child but didn't, and the doctor had no sperm at the thing. I don't know. I'm just throwing out things. I just want to go home.
You're saying that there are so many reasons.
Witnesses are here voluntarily, sir.
What?
Witnesses are here voluntarily.
No.
Just report.
I think I'm done with you. Can I uncall you?
I think I'm done.
Wow.
The prosecutor has a chance to cross-examine the witness.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I see. Well, prosecutor, go ahead.
So, what were you doing when the alarm bells went off?
Journalist needs to pee. BRB.
No. I was, doing my usual, examining them, trying to find ones that would be useful for,
I see.
for making a child, as we do, frantically writing out advertisements and trying to figure out how much money we could pay people to do it. It's just normal stuff, but it's a lot of work, especially with the limited sperm.
I see.
That's why I'm so stressed all the time.
I pretty much have all the information I need from this witness. Thank you for your time. Okay. So, I happen to know the reason why the good Dr. Thribswitz was in such dire need of this substance, and it is because of the recent violent epidemic. He needs it for his medical research to figure out solutions to this problem, and I know that his research has not been going well. I mean, we're still in this mess. So he needs more of this substance, and as the good witness already stated, there is not a lot going around, and that drove prices up. And of course, we all know how critically underfunded these scientific institutes are, and so this is what drove the good doctor to this crime. It is an admirable cause, but it is still a crime. And there we have motivation.
Objection. The fact that my client is doing research for the epidemic and that sometimes involves sperm does not prove that he is willing to commit crimes in order to get the substance.
Overruled.
I also have another piece of evidence which shows just how dire my Hello. Just how dire the good doctor's financial situation is, which is the fact that he sold his wedding ring and replaced it with his cheap wedding ring, a diamond made of plastic. He's scrounging up every little bit of money for this research, even dipping into his own personal ornamentations and objects of value.
Objection. The fact that my client is willing to sell his own property in order to fund his research shows that he is not willing to commit crimes in order to get the resources he needs. Rather, he sells his own stuff and misses out on nice-to-have things in order to save people.
It shows how desperate he is.
Sustained.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
And I guess that's all the evidence I can give.
Well, let's see. What do we have?
Can you hit the dog with it?
I don't know, I don't wanna.
You want to hit the
Thank
dog?
you.
No.
Rude.
It's just
Yes.
Where is this dog?
So from
Eagle's got it.
our witness, distressed intern, we have heard that the sperm bank as a business was in quite a dire situation. So what would you say that the owner was caught with this fake passport trying to leave the country?
So, is this the accused's passport?
It's
Is
the
it
owner of the sperm bank, he said.
Oh,
the owner?
What?
The
Listen,
passport.
me, I didn't do anything.
Passport belongs to the owner of the sperm bank, was caught with
Okay.
it trying to leave the country, and he had a suspicious amount of money with him.
well, I would say that. I would say that this is completely irrelevant. I would say that there are plenty of corrupt ways that these organizations can get to money, specifically when there are serious security breaches possible in this organization. Clearly, there must have been people on the inside working things out.
Does any of what you just said have something to do with my client? He is clearly not an inside worker of the sperm bank.
No, he isn't. But the owner was.
Well,
So you're saying
wouldn't
the
that
owner did
just
it now?
I'm saying that the owner
Wouldn't that
was an
just-
accomplice.
Wouldn't that just undermine the theory that the owner robbed himself in order to get money from the insurance?
I only heard about the second half of that, sorry. The music was a little loud. Could you repeat that, please?
Wouldn't the fact that the owner
Turn your hearing aid up.
was involved with it all just support the theory that he robbed himself in order to get the insurance money?
I suppose that if you were to spin things this way, then you could look at it like that. However, that does not address any of my other evidence against the accused.
Objection.
Well,
What the fuck is going on?
I don't have any more usable cards. None of these have anything to do with the sperm bank.
Yeah.
Use them anyway.
Oh dear.
Just spin
Oh
it.
dear.
Somehow spin it so it works.
The attorney has got 3 more pieces of evidence to put.
If he wants to.
None of these are usable.
You know what? Yeah, I had that as well. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
same.
I mean, Judge, if you want to call it, you can call it.
Yeah,
Call it
I'm
what?
done with presenting evidence. I have presented all the evidence
the
that
case.
the defense has.
All right. Closing arguments.
Very well. I would like to just reiterate that I have heaps of evidence against the
That is true.
accused. I have the dark web activities. I have a love letter which, unfortunately, some people of this court are unable to read. I'm not one of them, but very well. Then I
That's
have...
enough. I'm holding you in contempt.
Well, the defense has quite a lot of evidence that my client is not guilty of robbing the sperm bank. For example, that he was involved at a restaurant incident at the time of the alleged crime. Then we have a surveillance photo showing the robber with the wrong
That's
skin
enough.
color. That does not true.
Your call.
He's not guilty.
Yay!
Yeah.
Never insult the judge, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yeah, well, in my defense, my fun was kind of ruined a bit on that because, like, I had so many cards that I could have, like, for example, one of them was an overflowing mailbox, which has so many possibilities, but the subtext says it's 90% junk mail, which means that now
Well,
this
I'm
is
being judged next, so
this is useless. I mean,
and I'm
to,
sadly
to bugger with subtext.
so what you were gonna say, Hans? Hans, did you say something?
I think.
I think he might have left.
I think Hans is about to shoot
I
off.
wanted to say that he's sadly going to go.
Ah.
But I think it's getting late for him considering
That's
he has to
okay.
wake up early.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, with that being said, that was fun. I did enjoy.
good.
I did enjoy that.
Can I just say, Emichu, your third drawing kind of looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
It did a bit.
Shall we go again?
Yeah.
Play again?
Yeah.
With Jamie as the judge?
Oh.
Is mine fun?
Have you already been? Hang on, slow. Like, have you already been the? Oh, Willis has gone as well. Oh,
Willis is gone.
Oh. Well. Okay. Well, one of us needs. Okay.
Hans
one of us needs to be the
says-
prosecutor, I guess.
Hans is on Twitch says, sorry for leaving so quickly. I was expecting a confirmed dialogue and clicking the button.
Oh.
Mr. W, you might need to be the prosecutor.
That's fine. Because yeah, Slovak, you were just the prosecutor, weren't you?
Oh, I think
Yeah,
Willis hit the wrong button.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Willis also did, yeah.
I'm not sure if Willis is hearing us.
Yep.
Probably.
Join back.
Should I send him the code again? Because I'm not
I
streaming.
think I got kicked out. You can't get
Yeah.
That would be appreciated if you could.
I mean,
Okay.
is it still the
What
same
you could do
code?
is
Probably.
Hold on,
yeah,
let
it should
me
be
give
the
him a
same
message.
code.
It is,
So you could
yes.
just reply to the
Oh,
code. Yeah.
Discord, when they try to
Ooh.
start it.
Oh, no,
No.
he's in. He's
Oh.
in.
Oh, yay!
Okay,
Hey,
I got
hello.
Oh yay!
Just seemed like it was a real laggy to get back.
Oh.
Hmm.
I thought you'd left because
Yeah,
I
I had to
insulted your judging decisions.
So what do you? So
Yes,
any
that
particular
was
thing you
it.
fancy
Yeah, I
doing,
meant to
Willis?
do that.
So any particular thing you fancy doing, Willis? Bailiff again? Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Do you mind if I be the bailiff this time, or do you really not want to be the prosecutor?
No, not really.
Yeah. Okay, sure then.
I could be a juror.
You
Yeah,
can be a
I can be the
juror.
bailiff. I can be the bailiff some other time. I'm just thinking because jurors, by the sound of it, don't really do much.
Yeah.
I think he just wants to watch the chaos.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
want to see what a juror does.
Okay.
I think that
Sure.
It says
Okay.
watch, comment, and influence the judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Influence the judge.
I guess you just in voice chat and can talk with the judge just normally, but I don't think they can actually do much outside of that. I don't know that.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna
we'll
ready
see.
up
You
for
can
this.
voice chat and you can scribble your own little table with drawings and whatnot.
okay, okay,
You
Ready
can
up,
then show
Willis.
it to the entire room.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God, Slack, are we gonna hear you?
Oh, Hans says, I was gonna say that I need to get things packed to leave for Slovakia
They
tomorrow.
can't.
Have
They can't
lots
hear
of
you.
fun,
They
guys.
can't hear you.
Sorry.
I can hear you.
Oh, now you can. Okay, good.
Yeah, so Hans says he needs to pack for Slovakia, but have fun, have lots of fun, guys. Yeah. Thank you, Hans. It was great having you. Good night, and hope
Good night.
stuff goes well with the trip.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Ow.
Everyone's got a book in front of them. Court is court in session.
Let's bring the witness. What was that?
We don't have a witness though.
I know, but it just popped up on the little text thingy.
Because you scrolled to that point? To that tool use?
Oh, the power.
Righty-o then.
Oh, we're gonna have another stolen shoe thing. I know it.
Is court now in session?
I'm very interested in what Mr. W is gonna come up with.
It's gonna be something very tame.
Is
It's
it?
absolutely ridiculous.
Come on, you gotta bring out the worst. I can't hear you if you talk when you talk.
Mr. W, we can't hear you currently. We can't. We cannot hear you right now.
Not until you've put your thing forward.
Yeah, choose your thing and then we can hear you again. We can't hear you now. Just so you know. It would be nice if the game put like a slight reverb filter on the VC audio, wouldn't it?
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Whittlington is accused of shaving off his mustache and using it as a monobrow to use
Identity theft.
for identity theft.
Ugh.
I see.
What do you mean, Jamie?
I don't know. Just a little.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what case he can make for this.
Well, I'm sorry that some of us aren't as good as coming up with things on the fly.
Judge, it's your turn to.
Well, I'm gonna let the prosecutor come up with something on the fly. So instead, I'm gonna call forward the defense.
Thank you.
Wait, no, you've called forth a.
Oh no, that's
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Why isn't it not letting me?
You're on the wrong tool. You're on the witness tool.
Oh.
You get the. It's a very
Who's
cute.
that? There's a dog.
Yeah, that's the witness.
Oh, I got you. Oh, I get
I'll be
you.
yours
There we
off. Good
go.
night.
Boom.
Thanks for dropping in.
Defense. Hang the prosecutor too slow.
Excuse me.
What?
Wait, what? What? What happened?
Willis, you guys can't see it. Well, I think you can, but
What the comments that he
Oh.
makes to you?
hang the prosecutor too slow.
Oh no. Wait, so it's my turn, yeah?
Oh God.
Yep.
Okay. This should be an open and shut case. You see, before this trial, and we have this on video, we used all the best cleaning and salting methods, including good soap, to try and remove any sort of glue or other sticky materials that could have possibly been used to put that clearly monobrow on his forehead, and nothing, I mean nothing, got loose, not even a single bit of hair. It wouldn't come off.
Okay. Well, that's your opening statement. Now, prosecutor, your opening statement, please.
Judge, you are against the subtext on the cards, correct?
Yes. I think have fun with it.
Right then.
Sorry, the music in my court is very catchy. It has to be.
Yes, it's lovely. Well, I tell you, yes, admittedly, yes. Perhaps the person used soap to wash themselves, but I say to you, doing that does not take too long. It does not take too long to wash oneself. Then why did the accused spend an eternity in the loo? Was it perhaps getting rid of their mustache and putting it on their forehead, shaving off each individual bit and then putting it back on?
Yes, but the defense had said that the soap, they have tried to scrub it off.
Yes.
And I
There-
see you back there, Jura.
Just before the court. Like just
Yes,
like
just
2
before
minutes
the
ago.
court. and I can smell, the lovely smell of vanilla bean. So I can assume that is the soap. Defendant.
It's a damn good monobrow. And besides, this person is trying to not look guilty. Of course, they're not going to do it full. They're going to not do it properly. They're not trying to be accused.
Well, how would they possibly put the? How do you argue against the evidence of the soap?
Like I say, if the soap has just been used on you, it is. Hang on, which one's the? It is that gentleman's job to make him not look guilty. Of course, he's not going to do it properly.
It's releasing.
I said that before the court, he spent an eternity.
Yes.
He spent an eternity in the toilet, thus, and therefore exquisitely put the monobrow on, ensuring it would not fall off with the soap. That kind of thing takes time. I will tell you, it says eternity. That's an awful long time.
Yes, but that
indeed
is because of irrational bowel disease.
That is
Isn't it
not
irritable?
a thing, sir.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Irrational,
Well,
yes.
Do we have evidence, attorney, that it was indeed you, or was it a third party who bought the soap and did the therefore aforementioned washing of said monobrow?
I would have to look through my. Well, there's breaking news.
Breaking news. Local man using soap to make monobrow public outrage.
Oh! Okay, so combining the two.
Wait, so according to the papers, the soap was used to stick the monobrow on. This is a turn of events.
So in my favour, do you see?
I do see. Is the soap in the evidence? Have you submitted it into evidence, attorney?
Yes, if you hold tab, you can see
yes.
soap is right there.
Yes, I mean, am I allowed to sniff it? Am I allowed to give it a little whiff?
As long as, you are aware of the rules best, of course, so as long as you don't tamper with it, why not?
Right, well, I shall have to see later whether this is indeed soap or glue made out to look like soap.
Sure, go
That was
ahead.
just speculation. Right. Defense?
Very well. The next piece of evidence I have is this little black notebook, which contains the accused's innermost thoughts and experiences. And as you see, it goes back years and is full of soul-crushing events where the accused was trying to get dates but couldn't because everybody thought that his unibrow, and these are not my words, these are the accused words, looked... they said it looked... I don't really want to repeat this. Suffice it to... I do need to... Okay,
you
very
may
well.
speak freely, attorney.
According to the notes, these so-called women claimed that the unibrow was the most unattractive, unappealing, and saddest thing they have ever seen. And these records go back years. Again, these are not my words. I have no opinion on the matter, but here is the evidence. This clearly shows that the accused has always had a unibrow.
Well, personal anecdotes do bring forth, why would he admit to such a shameful thing if it were... What's I say? Put that back up, Jura. Pointing out the obvious, he has a monobrow and no mustache.
Yes, because he had a mustache and shaved it off to look like to give himself a monobrow to commit identity theft.
The identity theft. Yes.
Did you not see that?
Listen here. Right. So, identity theft. Well, what did he use this identity theft to do? Surely it was from not Yes. There you go.
He used this identity theft and also other things where it may be pertinent to not show your real face on. So, for example, shaving off the mustache and using it as a monobrow to more safely commit a shady male swap so as not to be identified.
Oh. Defense.
The accusation is specifically that the accused has shaved off his mustache and is using it as a monobrow to use for identity theft. Whether or not my client is committing identity theft or not is not the point of this trial. The point of this trial is whether or not he is using his mustache as a monobrow. That needs to be proven or disproven.
To commit identity theft and other related crimes.
Now, as for my next piece of evidence, I have this was very difficult to get, by the way. I have a stack of old comic books from the accused's mother, who, by the way, was not informed what this would be used for. This is why it was so difficult to get. It is completely neutral. There is no tampering with evidence because she did not know what this would be used for. The torn comic book pages clearly show that any and all characters who have a unibrow in these comic books has been torn out. This clearly goes to show that my poor client has had a long history with this particular feature. Now, I do not want to go into how healthy these these things were handled, but it goes to prove his innocence, namely that he's always had a unibrow and therefore would not need to shave his mustache to use it as such.
Okay. Well, that does paint a rather sad childhood, it has to be said. And
yes,
if the diary is also to be believed, a jury. And if the diary is to be believed, it is rather distressing to know that he sees his monobrow as such a shameful appendage upon his face. Right. However, and yes, prosecutor.
Thank you. Firstly, I would like to point out, I do not know the exact name of the law, but at the very least in American law, it is a thing of if evidence is obtained in a not entirely ethical or legal way, it can in fact be thrown out. So I would argue that the old stack of comic books from the mother would count as not illegitimate evidence per se, but as evidence we should perhaps take with a grain of salt, as it may not be obtained legitimately. But anywho,
if it was requested, then it is considered legal. If it was stolen, then it would be considered illegal, and I do believe the defense wants to defend. Hold on a minute. I'll be back to you in a second.
Of course.
All the evidence I have was obtained fully legally through the official court and police systems. I have all of the... you, judge, have all of the documentation, of course.
Okay, as he has said, everything has been obtained legally, so
very well.
Overruled. Everything has been obtained legally.
Unless, of course, the prosecution has direct evidence that would state otherwise. Hint, hint.
Depends how cruel I fancy being. Okay. We don't have any. No, we don't have. No, we've only got the journalist. We don't have a witness, do we? Although it's weird, I've still got the witness.
I can bring the dog. I can bring.
It is weird.
I can bring the doctor.
I've still got a call. I've still got a call witness button. So.
But who's gonna play them?
I don't think. Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
I don't. Yeah. How would that work? I don't
know.
Oh well, it's only fun if
Let's
another
sit and
person's
find
doing
out.
it, so I won't do that. I mean, that would probably just bring the dog.
It's really hard to write down.
So I don't want to do that. So I don't want to be useful at the moment, but I don't want to do it if we don't have a character for it. So instead...
Jura, put it up again. This is really hard to write. Oh, is that like your opinion? You think it's like guilty or not guilty? Oh,
I guess so.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
It's nice that the jurors have something to do during the session.
Oh, yeah. You can't exactly not see them because they're right in front of you, which is that's nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I think I have it. So, obviously, this was done. This transplant of the mustache to just above the eyes was done fairly recently. So I would like to present this blurry photo from not a few days before, in which yes, I admit it was blurry, but you can see quite clearly above the upper lip there is a coating of a magnificent mustache there.
Oh.
And may I remind you, this was only a few days ago.
Might I see that picture a little bit more closely?
Let me find an emote that would work good for that. Here, just reach in.
Wow.
Well, what else do you want me to do?
It's
in my middle fingers. Here you go.
Hey,
Actually, no.
There you go. You can pass it over like this, sir. Thank you. Right. Okay. In this picture, does the accused have a monobrow, or does he have two brows?
He has two normal eyebrows, but like I said, a wonderfully thick mustache, fitting of an old villain in a film, who tied people to the tracks.
Goodness me. Well, this is some shocking evidence. Defense, do you have anything to say? This clearly shows your client with a...
Probably going to argue that it's fake. Grumble, grumble.
While I do in fact agree that this picture does appear to show a mustache and two separate brows, I would argue that this is not my client at all. You see, I have a suspicion that the only reason why the person in this photograph was identified to be my client is because of a specific ring that my client wears. However, my client only recently inherited this ring, and so, when this picture was taken, it was his relatives who wore it, and they are in the photograph. They look very similar to my client, being relatives and all, but they are not my client.
Right, let me look at this photo again. I mean, the similarities are, they're definitely there. But can you prove that is indeed a relative, or prosecutor, can you indeed prove that it is not a relative?
In fact, I can, Judge. I can do it in two different ways, so I need to figure out which one's the best.
I do believe that the attorney's split personality is coming out.
Where's the try this good one?
Oh,
Breaking news!
Unibrows must have citizens of London rally in the streets. There's a gherkin, House of Parliament, the three-doored bus.
My goodness.
Wow.
Exceptional reporting. Well done, sir.
Oh, I can hear them banging at the doors. Oh, God! Stay out there! Stay out! We are doing this by the law! Stay out!
Right.
Order in the courtroom, order!
Oh, look at that, fellas!
What have you done? Oh!
Are you holding the button?
Yeah.
What did the prosecutor do?
Not done. So if you hold it, it's a more powerful thing. Shame you can't just
That's
bang
good.
it for order.
Ooh, what did that say?
You can.
Oh, that's cool. I had no idea you could do that.
If you don't look onto a button, just onto the desk, then that works.
Oh, look at
The
them.
judge has unlocked the
Stars.
holy hammer.
Yeah.
Unibrow man's case sideline.
Oh.
You know what makes this worse? What
Oh, thank you. I thank you. It's the glass, isn't it? Yes.
what makes this worse is that I naturally have a monobrow.
Hey, you were the one who chose this topic.
To be
Yeah, I
fair,
am.
I naturally do as well, but
I keep it looking nicer, but no.
Judge secretly has a unibrow. New case revealed.
Breaking news.
Because that's funny.
I didn't actually
Juror
see it. What
chokes on
happened?
unibrow.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Like,
what, me-
my
what, me
field of
dying
view,
like
The judge is kind of hard to watch. What is it?
what you're doing after.
Doing after his mouth.
After he's found guilty. Wow.
Yeah, but I don't like with my field of view. The jurors are just off to the left, so I don't see them on.
Can you increase your field of view?
Don't think so. Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Right.
Does it just glow? Is that it?
I think it's
I think it
a
also, I think
stronger.
it might stun them for a
hit.
longer time. Yeah. So stun me.
let-
Or stun.
let me-
No,
let me-
stun him. Stun. No, hang on. Which one? Stun that man for a second.
I
Yeah, it's
did.
8
longer than
seconds.
normal.
Bit longer, yeah.
Juror
Okay.
revealed to be the husband of the judge. Unibrow bias revealed.
Done.
Oh, can we please get on
He's
with
guilty. Right. The juror, this random juror who's not even bothered to sit in the middle.
Wow.
Right.
Right,
Do you,
okay,
do
so-
you have proof that this is indeed the picture of the accused and not a relative?
I do indeed. For this photo, well, I've also given it to you, but I've also managed to obtain the accused broken phone, and the final image shown on it, it is stuck on the camera app, just about to take to take the photo that was shown, and indeed it is the exact same. And it is in fact the phone being broken was what caused it to be blurry.
No.
It was either that or a different thing, which could have worked, but I don't think as well as this.
Well, yeah, defense, yes?
I would argue that since I have already shown that my client has in fact inherited at least one item, namely the ring, from the individual in that photo, who is to say that he didn't inherit the phone as well? This is circumstantial.
I don't see how a photo. Do you have evidence that this is indeed the defendant's phone?
One moment, Your Honor, I'm fighting. Thank you. So, what was the question again, Your Honor?
Do you have evidence that this is indeed the accused phone? Accused phone.
I do indeed.
Not that the phone is being accused, but
wait.
it's the accused.
Wasted Tries says, objection, alluding to evidence not in evidence.
No.
Oh well. I do indeed, for it seems that the accused does not exactly handle technology well. For I've obtained his old computer. Now, it is yes old, but you know that you can link phones with computers nowadays. I'm not super knowledgeable how it works, but the name on the phone is the exact same as the name that is on the the name on the phone is the same as the phone that is linked to the computer, and that is the client's computer. I tell you, so I say indeed it is him.
That is very compelling evidence. We'll be there in a minute, sir. Look, once we're out of this court, we'll be over there. Okay, just don't you worry, sir. Defense. That was very good.
Did the juror say something?
What would you call it?
I'd rather be playing Minecraft.
Aw.
I thought that the phone was broken. How could you I thought the phone was broken and stuck on the camera app. How could you possibly go into the settings and figure out whose phone it was?
Well,
Because
if
we
it
did
was
it before.
linked-
Because we were able to do it beforehand.
If it was linked, if a phone is linked to a computer, it does indeed remember said phone. The technology
The
is
name on
quite amazing these days.
Because you ain't got a mobile phone.
Order! No personal jabs in the court.
That's fair.
Very well. So,
And that is all. And I would like to say also one more thing, Your Honor. That is all the evidence that I wish to put forward.
Oh, okay, never mind.
very
Hang on,
well.
one more thing.
Also, my fairy lights just turned on.
Oh.
Hang on.
Wow.
Nice. Nice.
That's a powerful hammer. Gavel, sorry.
Yes, gavel, thank you very much.
So, as the prosecutor has pointed out before, as in opposition to my statement, the specific accusation is that the accused has shaved off his mustache and is using it as a monobrow for use for identity theft.
Yes.
So, I would like to argue that it is impossible for my client to be attempting identity theft because he was incarcerated before and has, in fact, an electronic bracelet which he has to wear at all times, identifying him wherever he goes. Therefore, identity theft would be pointless.
My goodness. I mean, this is technology versus technology. It has to be said that this is quite the conundrum.
Yeah, that's all.
Sarah?
It's all the evidence I have.
We need one more breaking news, maybe to decide who wins this case.
Yeah,
One more.
true, we've got one more
I'm
left.
working on it.
I can't
Also,
put
your
my middle finger up
skin
at you.
works very well for the journalists.
It
Yeah.
really does.
As I said, quite the conundrum is technology versus technology. It is, do we believe the phone which took a unpromptu picture of the accused in a less than ideal circumstance of facial hair growth, or do we believe the electronic bracelet, but also the electronic bracelet proves that the accused has been accused and prosecuted of a crime before.
I would like to say that those with electronic braces may be granted some level of freedom.
Yes.
So perhaps freedom to have a stripped back version of a mobile phone, but yes, a mobile phone.
This is quite a conundrum. Well, I think
See, wasn't so bad a suggestion at all, was it, Jamie?
No, look, shut up. Love you.
Very slow news day.
This is just involved in making silly faces.
I guess, well, you see, my secretary should be coming in soon with my newspaper, so I think I shall wait until we see the
Yes, until we see the newest news story. Let's just all throw stuff at him.
It's hard to draw with the mouse.
Hurry up,
Hell
sir.
yeah.
You're telling me. I mean, to be fair, I haven't really tried drawing with the mouse. I've only tried drawing with the trackball.
We should
Good shot, Willis.
we should do one where it's accused of wasting paper in the court.
Say
Yeah.
yeah.
That could be fun.
Ah, my eye!
Oh god.
You've got 4 of them.
Ow. What was that? What was that?
Bonk.
Your hat's
Oh,
got
yeah.
2
Make
eyes.
him go faster.
I need to increase my mouse sensitivity for this to be faster.
Do it.
Nah.
I just want you to know that I'm drawing as quickly as I can.
Yeah. Well, that slows it down even more.
No, it doesn't. You can keep drawing even if you're
God.
bored.
Okay, now it's just put a streak across the entire paper.
What's that? Yeah, an undo feature has been suggested by the community.
Yeah, I definitely need an undo feature. Oh, and also a fill-in tool as well.
Yeah, but both of those have been suggested, and they are working on adding those.
Good.
Or maybe
I
just the
also think-
ability to type words on it.
Oh gosh, yeah. Also, I think you should be able to do things as a duck. Because you can't
Like a
even look
clock.
around as the duck. I think if you should be able to go quack quack.
Yeah.
Ooh, imagine if you could customize your duck. What's that noise?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
I
Willis
think it's-
changing his thing. Oh, breaking news! Oh,
Breaking
your secretary, here she comes.
Fine, a blood elite.
Fatal rally for the unibrow. Martial law declared.
Cars on fire.
Tipped
Oh
over.
god, it's
See?
flipping over it. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I mean,
It's gone full Paris.
yeah. See now you're making it. See now the result of this. If this does turn out to be a real unibrow, as I believe I have proven, and you declare it to be a fake mustache glued onto someone's forehead, I mean, that could have disastrous
people
consequences.
deserve
I'm not
to know
trying
the
to.
truth.
Not trying to influence anybody. I'm just trying to make sure people don't make mistakes.
There is very good evidence for both sides. Like, you know, the childhood trauma, the childhood hatred of one's own eyebrows versus the concrete Yes?
I would like to say that it is not our fault if the people cannot handle the truth.
Can't handle the truth.
So the childhood
It's not
trauma
our
versus,
problem, damn it!
versus the hard concrete proof of digital evidence in the form of photographs. Unfortunately, the photograph is rather blurry, but then again, also, notebooks can be forged, and comic book maybe he tore the photos out of the comic book because he liked the monobrow and he wished to.
But that
Yes.
I would also like to say that because the phone was broken at the time of acquiring the photo, it would not be possible to doctor it.
I would like to point out that if, in fact, he tore out those comic book characters because he liked the unibrows, that would also speak for my character liking those who are like he is. People he can empathize with, people he can he live through.
Oh god.
Hurry up, find guilty. Let's.
Find him guilty. Let's go have dinner. I'm
Hungry. Hungry, yeah.
Bless.
Wow.
right.
Go on, Judge. This is a tricky one.
This is a really good one. Wow. What cannot be forged is you. It is very easy to forge a notebook. Sadly,
Can't forge a unibrow.
you wouldn't.
That's what we're trying to determine. See, the jurors think that he's innocent.
No.
You said you can't forge a
He doesn't
unibrow,
have a
which
damn
means that...
mustache, so he's got a unibrow. It's obvious. obvious from the start. Open and shut case.
No,
been,
that's no.
We should have
no,
been
no,
at dinner years ago.
no. What we're saying is that you had a mustache. Shave.
It's a 50-50. Judge decides the fate.
Yes. Alright, both of you, hush.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
Right.
Quiet.
Guilty.
So, let me flip my desk here. So, if he's innocent, it means that the mob outside will only grow more angry. If he is guilty, it means that possibly I'm
Third
sending a
World War.
man
Wait.
with childhood trauma to the gallows. Yes, this is a death penalty.
Jesus.
Uh,
I will judge. I would like to remind you that you are an adjudicator of justice, and I would strongly suggest that you do the just and the right thing for this country, for yourself. Are you going to be able to sleep at night knowing that you sentenced an innocent man just because he experienced some bad things as a child? And yes, I admit that is greatly horrible and should not have happened. It does not give him the excuse to commit identity theft and mess over other people.
you. That was an argument for the defense, really. Yes, defense.
Wait, what?
Might I point out that in this fair court system, we luckily have a thing called innocent until proven guilty. The default
I have proven
situation.
guilty.
The default situation is innocence. If there is any doubt whatsoever as to the integrity of the guilty versus innocent arguments, then the default must be chosen if this in fact is a just court.
And I say that
Are you
there
accusing
is
me
no
of not
doubt.
being a just judge?
No,
No?
I'm saying you
See
are
what
a
I
just
mean? He has a
judge.
personal vendetta against you.
The crowd outside the courtroom grows hungry for a verdict.
Finally. And Willis is hungry as well.
And Willis says, hang them! Well,
The jury has decided.
Judge, do the right thing.
The fact that you can't decide clearly is, in fact,
No! Come on!
The holy hammer of justice strikes.
okay. I gave it my best shot.
God!
no, that was so good. That was so good. Up to the gallows with him.
Aw.
Yes! Oh, amazing.
Jesus Christ, this was absolutely amazing.
That was
I like
so
that.
good.
He tried a spectacular escape by personating a guard. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
the
using a
disguise was
mustache
just
drawn with a marker.
drawn with a marker.
I like
Oh,
how
God.
much
Right, I'll be back in just a second.
Good night.
Hulk I actually had
That
in all
suit
of that.
fits so well.
Yeah.
See, guilty. Guilty.
Mr. Whittlington.
Oh, I'm back, hello.
Hello.
But nobody brought up
God.
the thing when he shaved off the mustache and made a unibrow for identity theft. Nobody said anything about what he was trying to identify as.
That's what I asked.
That's true.
I asked, but no one had answers, so therefore
Oh,
it
well.
was not appropriate.
He's obviously
my
guilty.
God.
And by no one, I
He
assume you
didn't
mean Mr. W.
He didn't think it through.
I guess just not to look like
Oh,
himself.
well, I still won.
Right, look, we need to go feed Willis on Minecraft. He's hungry.
Okay.
Yes, for the last 15 minutes.
Watch out. Also,
Hello.
end the stream.
Walking all night through.
We should end the stream. Okay.
Yeah, I'll restart the stream in a moment.
Alright, thank you all for coming. I didn't get to read out all of chat because there was a card session going on. It would have distracted quite a bit, so sorry about that.
We were in court. You couldn't possibly.
There was, yeah.
Martial law outside the door.
Anyway. Good night, people. We'll be right back with Minecraft in
Yeah.
a few minutes.
Goodbye. We need to feed
Bye-bye.
the Willis.
Bye.
I rather enjoyed being the juror.
Nice.
It was funny.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Anyway, good night, everyone.
I'm gonna end the
See you
stream and
soon.
start the microphone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay.